How many of you have ever felt squeezed by tight deadlines, wrestled with a creative block, or just wished that you could automate those tedious, repetitive design tasks? I know I have, and that's where the magic of AI comes in. Don't worry, I'm not here to tell you that AI is going to steal your job. Quite the opposite. Today, we're going to explore how AI can become your design superpower. I'm going to give you 8 practical tips that you can use immediately to boost efficiency and unleash your creativity. Please type your questions into the chat along the way because I'll be checking those at the end. So grab your drink of choice, get comfy, and let's get started. Let's kick things off with inspiration and idea generation. Forget endless scrolling on Google. AI image generators are absolute game changers. By now, you've probably heard of the major players like Midjourney, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion, and Firefly. There are free tools and paid tools, and you'll get varying degrees of quality from each of them. So tip number 1 is to supercharge your brainstorming. Use AI to get past the blank page. Use it as a visual brainstorming partner to get you moving in the right direction. The secret is in the prompt engineering. Think keywords, art styles, aspect ratios. Just be really specific. Let's take a look at Adobe Firefly. For example, here is the result that we get when we prompt with just the word landscape. It's really nice, but I didn't actually want mountains. I just wanted hills. I also really wanted golden hour lighting. So let's change our prompt. Let's put in photorealistic landscape with golden hour lighting and rolling hills. Now that is exactly what I was picturing in my mind. It's so beautiful. Tip number 2, color palettes. Do you need a killer color palette? AI-powered color palette generators can suggest color schemes based on mood, theme, or even an image that you've uploaded. For today, let's look at Color Magic's color palette generator. You can quickly create palettes just from a prompt. For this, I'll put in fun, trendy, and YouTube. Here it generated a palette that's on the left, and it also gives me these sliders to play with. So I can quickly create variations based on increasing or decreasing the brightness, saturation, and warmth. Just in case it didn't nail it on the first try, it also provides about a dozen other similar palettes for you to keep the inspiration flowing. Now let's talk about workflow. Are repetitive tasks killing your vibe? AI can handle those too. There are AI tools that can automate the tedious things that used to require us a ton of time to do. So tip number 3 is batching. You can batch process images or other assets using AI-powered automation. With the click of a button or 2, you can upscale hundreds of images at a time, apply filters and frames, and so on. Here's just one example at pixlr.com. It's a free batch editor, and here you just click on the select photos and you add in a whole batch of photos that need quick edits applied. So I've put in 6 photos, just little selfies that I took of myself, and with the click of a button I can resize, I can add effects, I can put a border on there, the list goes on. In seconds, I now have a series of images that can be instantly uploaded to my Instagram story or Facebook feed, or even websites. Tip number 4 is font pairing. Do you struggle to find the perfect font combos? Are you stuck in a rut using the same sets over and over again? I know in my career I have wasted hours scrolling aimlessly through an unorganized font library. Now at websites like fontjoy.com, you can spin up countless font combinations in seconds. You just hit that generate button as many times as you like. If you find a header font that you love, you just lock it in. Then you can keep rolling the dice until you find a subheader and a paragraph font that you love. Tip number 5 is background removal. I know this probably isn't new information for most designers, but it's still very much worth putting on the list. There's tons of tools now that remove the background of a photo with a simple click. And let me tell you, this was game-changing as a graphic designer. I can't even tell you how many hours I have spent hand painting out the edges of my people or whatever I'm trying to cut out of a background. So my favorite tool right now is Canva. Of all the quick features that they've built into this powerhouse tool, Background Remover is the one that I use pretty much daily. I even used it to make the thumbnail for this live stream. Let's get into the creative side of things. Tip number 6 is the design analysis. Do you need quick feedback on the design you drafted just now? AI can help you with that. Here's one tool at yeschat.ai. There's an art analyzer GPT that lets you upload your design and engage in a feedback conversation. So I've uploaded my thumbnail that I made for this and asked it how it would improve the design. It gave me suggestions about text hierarchy, spacing, alignment, background, imagery, and even color harmony. It then also tried to create its own version based on its feedback, but I liked mine better, so I stuck with mine. Tip number 7 is variations. You can use AI to explore different variations of the design you've already made and quickly. So rapid iteration is now superhuman fast using AI. This tool at photour.com lets you use their image-to-image setting to upload your design, and you can quickly generate variations based on the different options in their menu. So for this one, I uploaded my thumbnail and I asked it to create variations using a 3D cartoon style. And then I also set the similarity setting to 30%. You can make that higher or lower depending on how much of your design you want to retain. You can quickly see that these generated thumbnails are not usable as they are, like the language doesn't carry over necessarily, but it did give me some very interesting suggestions that I could now apply to my design and pull inspiration from this. Tip number 8, this is our last one, layouts. Do you have a doodle of a layout that you want to create? With a tool like visibly.ai, you can create layouts and user interfaces with a text prompt or by uploading a sketch or screenshot of an idea you've already drawn out. For this one, I asked it to create a mobile app where I could organize my YouTube content into mini courses, and it spun this up in seconds. So I could build upon this, I could edit it, but it did a lot of the heavy lifting for me to get me going in the right direction. All right, I'm going to take a little break here and see if there's anything in the chat. If anyone has any questions, go ahead and put them in. 2 of the questions that I wanted to bring up right now, the first one is, how can I stay up to date with the latest AI trends? My best advice for that is to find a source that you can subscribe to, something that's publishing frequent updates on tech developments, and get that right in your inbox. And you can start your week with just a quick update on what's going on in this space. My favorite right now is Futurepedia. They have a newsletter digest that comes to my inbox every week, and it's a really quick overview, about 5 minutes worth of information where I just feel like I'm staying on top of what's happening and what tools have been released recently. Another great question is, when should I pay for a premium tool? My suggestion for this one is to always start with the free trials. Get your feet wet with a tool to see if it actually does what you need it to do for your work. Also keep in mind that there's a ton of competition right now. So where one charges for a certain feature, another might be offering that for free or have a trial available. The future of design is collaborative, with designers and AI working together to push the boundaries of creativity. AI is not a threat, it is a tool. It's about empowering us to be more creative, more efficient, and more impactful. What is the key takeaway for today? Experiment. The landscape of AI design tools is constantly evolving, so continuous learning really is crucial. Don't be afraid to jump in, play around, and see what AI can do for your designs. This presentation was brought to you today by the AI in Action conference happening next month on April 30th. Los Angeles Pacific University and Nectar have teamed up to bring you a day filled with information and inspiration on how you can supercharge your work and learning with AI. And it's all free. You can scan this QR code to get registered for that. In addition to the conference, students are invited to participate in our case competition. There are several prizes available, and the winning team will walk away with $500. You can scan this QR code for more information about that. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you are inspired to play with all the tools we talked about and to go out there and find even more. There really are so many. Happy designing.